Just before the Gita starts, the born blind old man, the king, who is blind in his attachment to his own children, however wicked and vicious they may be, that blind old king, sitting in the cool comforts of his main hall, let us say, sitting room in the palace in Delhi, and the great civil war is broken in the Kurukshetra, a place it's about more than 300 miles away. But the old man had the consciousness in him that his sons are championing a false right or false path, following a criminal path. That sense of guilt is in him, but he cannot accept it. Why? They are my children. It is very unjust that his own nephews, his own brother's sons, had to be totally alienated from the kingdom. But then he knows it at the same time because of his attachment. Whenever there is attachment, you become blind intellectually. Your discriminative power, judging power goes away. It is at that time that Vyasa, the author of the Bhagavad Mahabharata, comes to the king and says, "Sir, you are a born blind man, but such a vision you will never be able to experience in life because you cannot organize a civil war for you to see. Therefore, I can with my tapas, with my penance and power, spiritual power, give you temporarily the power to see, and you can observe and watch the entire war going on." The old man thought for a moment and said, "Thank you, I don't want to see." Why? He knew that in the long run, the vicious and the wicked will come to suffer, and maybe my children will die away, and I don't want to see it. He had not the guts to see the consequences of his own wrong acts. So he said, Vyasa said, that in that case, would you like to hear a running commentary of what is all happening there? If I can't go to a tennis match or a cricket match, and then I would like to hear the running commentary in the radio. I can imagine what is all happening there. In the same way, do you like to hear a running commentary? The old man thought for a moment. That I would love to, because I will get the latest information of what is all happening there. It is then Vyasa who gave Sanjaya, the secretary of the king, this power to sit in the palace, and he sees what is happening in the war front. It is not television. Television only points out to you the forms. But we don't know what is all going on through the mind of the people in the television. Here is a guy who can see not only what is happening there, but he sees it through the mind of these individuals in the war, and therefore he can feel their emotions and their various sentiments and emotions passing through their mind. Thus imagine the king sitting in his throne with some, let us say, Kashmir, grapes, now and then eating one by one. In the cool comfort of the palace. And the secretary standing there with folded arm, with great reverence and respect, recognizing and seeing and giving a running commentary. Now remember, in the running commentary also, he has to exhaustively explain because he's a blind man. You can't say to a blind man that it is something like a moonrise, so beautiful as a sunrise or a moonrise. You can't say because he has never seen it. It has to be very, very elaborate, carefully voiced, because the blind man must get a picture of what is happening. Thus the Bhagavad Gita starts in the palace sitting room, let us say, royal room, and the old man calls Sanjaya when Vyasa has gone. Hey Sanjaya, tell me what is all happening there in the war front. Thus he asks the question. And Sanjaya starts switching on to that vision and explaining as best as he can whatever that is happening there. Not only that he is seeing what is all happening, he is hearing what is all being said there. Nay, he is also sensitively feeling the various emotions that the individual is going through. Fear, dread, sense of guilt, 1,000 emotions through which every one of us psychologically go through. All these he recognizes and tries to communicate and convey to the old man so that he, even though blind, gets a good picture. As I yesterday said, all these individuals and the main personalities in both the armies, the Kaurava and the Pandava forces, all of them are living, pulsating, exciting personalities to a student who has read through the Mahabharata. They are all living, vital entity, not dead cut pieces or mere individual shadows, but they are all living ones, because these Mahabharata explains their exploits, their character, their behavior, their achievements. All these are given so thickly painted all through the earlier portion of the Mahabharata that by the time it comes to the Gita, mere enumeration of the names are sufficient to bring into the mind of the old man the mighty people who are in the Kaurava forces and the great warriors in the Pandava forces. Now first chapter starts.